Hi folks and welcome back. So today we are here at a Moxy brand hotel. Now the Moxy brand is designed to be sociable, affordable and funky, as you can see from the lounge and bar area. The rooms are practical and on the minimalistic side, but are comfortable as well. Now the check-in area is located at the bar, but it does have its own little separate area just in case it's busy. Now, walking just round to the left of the lounge, you come to the lifts and it's still more of that funkiness with the big party sign there. Now, my room was a bit of a trek away from the lifts on the first floor. However, I was soon at the room and ready to enter. Hi folks and welcome to the room here at the Moxy Hotel in Manchester. Now, before we get started on the room, this is just a one bed king room and it is just their basic one bed king room. Right, so you come in through the door and you can turn right and you're off into the main bedroom itself. But what we'll do first is just look at what's behind me and what's on your left as you walk in. Now, there are no wardrobes in Moxy hotels. This is the wardrobe. It's kind of like a hanging wall, you could say. And you have got some coat hangers on there if you do need to hang anything up. I've just hung my coat up as well on one of the spare hooks. There is a luggage stand and you have got a full length mirror as well. So if you need to, you can check yourself out before you head out for the day. So that is on the left when you come in. There is also a power socket down there as well, which you might use for some reason. I don't know why, but maybe some straighteners or something you can charge by there if you need them. Okay, so that's on the left. And then on the right, you do have the bathroom just here, and we'll take a look at that in a second. But straight in front of you is the main bedroom itself. So let's take a little wander through there. So into the bedroom area itself now, and you've got this big king size bed in here. It does feel really soft, but we'll see overnight just how soft it is. And I'll report back in the morning with a verdict on that. Now, the bedding looks clean so far, which is fantastic. Either side of the bed, you have got bedside tables and they are slightly different. On the left-hand side of the bed, you have got almost like a, well, it's a table itself. It's separate from the main head unit. And you do also get a little reading light as well as a 3-pin plug socket there as well. On the right-hand side of the bed, the bedside table is incorporated into the headboard. If anything, it looks a little bit low, but we'll see how it goes during the night. Above that, you've got a slightly bigger reading light, and you have got light switches to all the lights in the room, and also 2 3-pin plug sockets there, as well as 2 USB plug sockets as well. So you're not going to have a problem charging your devices. Elsewhere in the room, you have got the TV as well, and it is a decent size flat screen TV. It's not the biggest flat screen TV you're going to get in a hotel room, but this hotel room is not massive, and this screen should be ample for the distance it is away from the bed. One thing I will say as well, you've got a lot of room in that area where you come in of the room. Round the bed, it's a little bit tight here with the TV, and it's a little bit tight on the side next to the windows as well. So just something to bear in mind if there's 2 of you in here and you're trying to get round, or maybe you've got luggage as well. Although that area would be fantastic for storing your bags. Now, you do get a little desk in the room. However, you're probably not going to fit a laptop on there to be able to do any work, but you have got a nice little reading light as well. There is a menu for the bar and restaurant downstairs, and you have got a tea and coffee making set. Now, it's not the newest or it's not the fanciest either. But the kettle looks reasonably clean. It looks like it has been dusted. And you know what? We'll have a look at the cups. We'll check out all that and come to make a brew probably later on and let you know how it was like in the verdict. Below the little desk area, you have got a stool as well, which you can sit on if you need to. And there is a little bin as well down there for you if you've got any rubbish or recycling that you need to put away. Now, one thing I will say about the room is this is on the first floor. It is a corner room and you have got windows on all sides. I say on all sides, but you haven't. You've got windows on two sides of you. Otherwise you'd be living in a glass box, wouldn't you, if they're on all sides of you. But you have got them on two sides of you and it is only on the first floor and there are offices on either side. Now, if you're staying at a Moxy Hotel that isn't surrounded by offices, you're not going to have that problem. However, here in Manchester it is. You have got obviously curtains, you've got blinds as well, or net blinds, net curtains, whatever you want to call them. However, if you've got the lights on here, people will still be able to see in. So I've closed the curtains now for the whole talking bit so people don't look in and think, what the hell's this guy doing? But it is something to bear in mind. You're not going to get much privacy in this room. Right, folks, so I think that's it for the main bedroom area. I want to say it is on the compact side, but you've got all this space over here, which you could utilise and maybe store your bags and other stuff in there. It's just that it's not around the bedroom area and it makes it feel a bit more compact in this area. Overall though, you don't get that many facilities in the bedroom, do you really? There is a little desk, but it's not really suitable for working on if you are going to want to do some work here, which is a bit of a letdown if you're staying in a city centre and you do want to do a bit of work while you're here. Elsewhere in the room though, everything looks clean and you know what? It actually looks pretty decent. Let's go and check out the bathroom, come on. Okay folks, so we are in the bathroom now and it is one of the smallest bathrooms I think we've done on the channel so far. It's got everything you need, but if you want to try and get two people in here getting ready in the morning, that's not going to happen. So as you come in, you've got the toilet just down here on your right hand side. Now, it's a toilet, it's clean, it's a decent size. You can't go wrong with that. Just next to it, you have got the toilet brush, as well as a waste paper bin and a few spare toilet rolls for you, just in case you need them. Just next to the toilet, you have got the wash basin. It does form part of a bigger unit where you can pop maybe your toilet bag next to it, and that is great. It's great if you can pop down maybe your toiletries and everything on there as well. The sink looks clean, it's a decent size, you can't fault that. On there you have got two glasses as well, and you have got some tissues, and there is also a shaving power socket as well. On there you have got the hotel's own hand lotion as well, or hand soap if you want to call it that. Now it is made by a company called 5 Wits. We'll give it a go, we'll test it out, see if it smells nice. You have got the mirror as well, so you can see yourself having a wash and getting ready in the morning, and there is a decent light above it, so you're not going to have a problem not being able to see yourself. Below the wash basin there is a shelf with 2 lots of towels on it, so you've got your face towels and you've also got your bath towels there, which is great. And then you've got the shower itself in there as well. Now, to be fair, the bathroom is compact, but the shower is a decent size. You shouldn't have a problem getting in there, moving around. You're not going to knock your elbows on anything, which is great. It is only a handheld shower. Now, if you're going to go one or the other, I'd probably prefer handheld, because obviously you can put it on the little hanger there and it'll stay in one place, or you can take it off and whiz it around your body, which is a bit better sometimes than the rainfall showers. There is a spot in there for you to put any shower products that you take in with you, or maybe a razor as well. And you have got the 5 Wits shower gel, shampoo and conditioner in there in case you need it. Now, the bottom of the shower is a little bit scuffed, but generally it's actually pretty clean in there, and I don't think you can fault it too much. There is a shower mat or a bath mat as well that you can put on the floor to stop any spills or water getting on the floor and making it a little bit slippy for you, so that is great. Overall, the shower and the bathroom, or the bathroom, might be on the small side, but it's adequate for the hotel room, and hopefully we won't have any issues in there, but we'll come back in the verdict show and let you know what it was like. So folks, we have now covered the room and the bathroom in total. Now, this hotel, it is 3.5 stars, but it doesn't come with a fitness room, a gym or a pool or anything like that. There is just a bar and restaurant downstairs, and it does have a pool table and a little bit of, it is quite quirky, but you'll see when we go on a tour of the hotel. Now, before we go on a tour of a hotel, actually, what I will mention, so when you check in, you do get a little voucher for a free iced tea. You can add a vodka shot to that if you want as well. Now, you can redeem it at the bar by giving them this little voucher, which, you know what, it's a novelty. They don't have to do it, but if you're gonna get something for free, it's always welcome. Right, folks, let's take a look at the rest of the hotel, or in relation, we're just gonna head down to the bar and restaurant and take a look around there, aren't we? Because there's nothing else amenity-wise within the hotel. So come on, let's take a look. So, starting my tour of the hotel, and the first thing I came across was this ironing room. Now, maybe you've got a shirt or something you need to iron, and it's a great novelty room to have here at the hotel because there isn't an iron or an ironing board in the room. Heading down to the ground floor, and you come out into the lounge area itself. Now, there's many games in the lounge area. You've got a ping pong table with a TV. You've also got giant Jenga stacks as well. And there is a pool table as well. Now, it does make it all a very sociable area. And if you're here with friends, something that maybe you can come down and spend the evening or the early evening taking part in one of these little games. The bar area is big with plenty of seating. And to be fair, they have every drink you could imagine on offer, which was fantastic. It is clean, it is funky, and it is a cool area to sit. Now, there is more seating around the corner with a larger TV screen as well in case you want it. The complimentary iced tea drink was fantastic and tasted lovely. I then opted for a pizza with some waffle fries as well. Both were actually really nice and tasty. So folks, that is it for a tour of the hotel. I hope you enjoyed that. So it does have some quirky aspects here at the Moxy Hotel. As you saw, there is a ping pong table. There is a variety of seating as well if you want to chill out. There's some big Jenga blocks as well if you want to maybe play Jenga. Or there is a pool table as well in case you want to have a game of pool while you're here with your mates or just with your partner, whoever you've come with. It is a really interesting area downstairs and a great little concept. Obviously the check-in desk is part of the bar, although it does have its own separate area as well, as you saw. I did eat while I was down there. I had the barbecue pizza with a side of the waffle fries as well. Now, to be fair, that was pretty reasonably priced. It was £22 for a Coke as well I had with it. And the pizza was a great size, really filled me up. It was actually super tasty as well. So I don't think you can fault the food here at the hotel. The staff as well on check-in and even in the bar area are fantastic. Really helpful, really chatty. Just great to have about the place, and such a credit to the Moxy brand as well. Right, folks, I'm going to get some sleep for the night now, so I will see you in the morning. Night. Oh. Right, morning, folks. So I am going to jump in the shower, make myself a brew, and I'll see you here shortly for the verdict. Okay, folks, so I am back from my shower now. And how did I sleep here at the Moxy Hotel? Well, you know what? The bed was really comfortable. In fact, it was probably a little bit too comfortable. The mattress is very soft. Now, some people will love that, some people won't. Now, it didn't stop me from having a good night's sleep, but it is something to bear in mind when you stay here, or if you do stay here. The bed in general, though, pillows were lovely. They were really soft as well, but you do get two of them. And to be fair, I didn't have a problem sleeping on them. Bedding wise, so the sheets are really clean. Didn't find any dirty marks or anything on them, which is always great. And the duvet wasn't too thick and it wasn't too thin either. I was an ambient temperature in the room last night, which was fine. And to be fair, I slept well as well. So I can't fault the bed too much other than the soft mattress. Noise-wise now, we are on the corner here and there are windows on two sides. So you've got to be careful. You can't always have the curtains open, especially if you've got lights on in the room. But I didn't actually hear any real exterior noise. So a siren went past of a police car or an ambulance or something, and you could hear that, but that was about it. You couldn't hear people walking past because I am only on the first floor, so I'm not too far off the ground, but you couldn't hear people walking past. You couldn't hear traffic noise, and you couldn't even hear people in the other rooms. Now, you could hear the doors shut when people left the room, but you couldn't hear them talking or anything, and you couldn't hear their bathrooms either, which is fantastic. Coffee making facilities in the room, so they are fairly basic. You're not going to get your luxury coffee machine with your pods or anything, but the kettle works fine. It was clean. I've made a cup of tea this morning and last night as well. All of that has been great. I can't fault it. The cups were clean. Nothing wrong with it. Is what it is. Don't get any biscuits, which is a shame, but it's not, I say it's not one of those hotels. It is more on the minimal end when you come to the room. So that is something that you'll need to be aware of in case you're expecting 5-star luxury in here. It is on the minimal end, as you probably saw on the room tour, but the tea and coffee making facilities work and they do a job that they're meant to. Elsewhere in the room, the bathroom, toilet, wash basin, all works fine. You've got a great space to put all your toiletries next to the wash basin, which is fantastic. Shower this morning, can't fault it. Perfect shower, fantastic. Plenty of room in there. Nice to have the detachable shower head as well, so you can either have it on the shower rail. Do you call it a shower rail? You can have it on there, or you can take it off and give it a quick wash around your body and everything. But the shower works great. It's super clean in there. There were some marks on the shower tray at the bottom, but the shower itself was super clean and fantastic, so can't fault that one. Towel wise in there, all really clean, all really comfortable as well, so that was great. TV last night worked fine. You don't get loads of channels on there, but you do get a decent arrangement, and it's easily watchable from the bed, so you're not going to have any problems with the TV. Likewise, while we're on gadgets and stuff, the aircon works well as well, so you can't fault that. Obviously, you don't get a traditional wardrobe or even really a traditional hanging space in the room. There is just the hanging wall there, and luckily I'm only here for one night, so I've just hung up my raincoat. But if you've got any clothes that you're here for more than one night, that could probably become a little bit annoying, so it is something to bear in mind while you're staying here As we touched on the tour around the hotel, the lobby area is really funky and cool. They have got games down there that you can play. The bar area is really nice. Obviously the food was great that I had last night, and not actually that expensive either. So that is fantastic. The bar area and the games and everything look great. I think that's it for the hotel, folks. It does serve breakfast. You can add it on. I've not opted to do that, but it is down there if you do want it, which is always a nice option to have extra. But as I said, I think that's it now, folks, for the hotel. We've wrapped up the room and the hotel itself. I've really enjoyed my stay here at Moxy. Now, it cost me £98 for the night, which for an inner city hotel isn't too bad. So folks, as I've said, that's it for my stay here at the Moxy Hotel. Now, I hope you've enjoyed a look round and a tour of the room as well. Now, I really enjoyed my time here at the Moxy Hotel, and I think, you know, if it comes up as an option for you, definitely give it a go. As always, folks, thank you for watching. Please stick a like on the video, please comment, please subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Happy travels and goodbye.